What in the world happened last night in Miami? What happened? I must confess, I didn't watch the game live, but after seeing the score and people, it's kind of buzzing on Twitter, I went back and checked it out, right? And, besides the normal things that happen with the Houston Rocket team early on in the season, James Harden coming out the gate slow, they're adjusting to Russ, right? They don't have some of the same pieces. Eric Gordon's in a big slump, but they're still scoring a lot. So what's going on, right? Well, Houston fans, believe it or not, I actually have some empathy and some sympathy for y'all. I do. I know you don't believe me, but I do, because what happened with Clint Capella long time ago happened to me as a Warrior fan, right? By the name of Eric Dampier, right? Clint Capella is the modern day Eric Dampier. Had a nice season, hustled, showed potential, really worked, fit in, got his bag, and now he's just a lazy sack of shit. Like, that's what I see. Rocket fans, you let me know. I've watched 2.5, 3 of their games. I watched the Nets beat them the other night, and Capella couldn't even be on the floor. And I was tweeting out, like, what's good, right? But then I've realized as I've watched more, like, I see why he's not on the floor. Initially, I thought it was because of Russ, and he didn't want to have 2 non-shooters out there. But then I watched his effort last night in Miami. Was it the South Beach flu? No, I think he's just a lazy sack of shit. Everything that Capella did to earn that contract, he's not doing now. And so my view on it is you got to start Tyson Chandler. I know he's older. I don't know how many minutes he can play, but Houston is in desperate need of a backline communicator. Someone to just protect the rim, give effort, and talk on defense, right? You got Tucker out there, but a lot of the time he's pulled out onto the perimeter. He can't be that guy unless he's playing the 5, right? And that's just a lot to ask for. You got Russ and Harden who are going to gamble on the perimeter because that's just their nature, and frankly, that's the easy way out a lot of the times playing defense, right? And so you got to have that backline communicator. Now, House Jr., I know he's off to a hot start. He's shooting the lights out and all that, but he's still not a great defender. He's too jumpy, right? He's still doesn't have a lot of experience, and he's just not a good defender. It is what it is. So I might suggest rolling Austin Rivers out there. So you've got Russ, Harden, Rivers, Tucker, and Chandler. You have to balance it out. Again, they're scoring enough even with the slumping shooting. But we all know D'Antoni ain't going to do that. That's not in his DNA. You know what I mean? But that's what I see, Rockets fans. I let me know what you think. You watch the game closer. You watch every game, but from an outside looking in, watching a few games and seeing that game last night, Capella got to go. You remember the amnesty rule? Like, if there was still an amnesty rule, they'd amnesty Capella. Get his ass all the way out, man. But I do want to give some credit to the Heat. Because, look, man, right now, to be honest with you, they look like the second best team in the Eastern Conference behind Philadelphia, and from what I've seen. And system and culture. We hear those words all the time. They've become cliche in sports, right? But it's no joke, man. It's no joke. We've seen once again Miami making treasure out of other teams' trash. Kendrick Nunn, Warrior fans. I know y'all salty, but you do have to understand the opportunity. So a season ago when he was on the Summer League team and he played at Santa Cruz and all that, mind you, hindsight's 2020. He was going to be behind Steph, behind Clay, behind Sean, behind Andre. He essentially would be like the 4th or 5th guard. He would have never been given this opportunity to show what he can do. But in the Summer League, watching him, you saw his confidence and physical attributes, his motor, right? So he's shining. But again, it's the system. He fits and he's given the opportunity. Same thing with Myers Leonard, man. He's always been an energy guy, an effort guy, right? And a floor spacer. Now in this culture and system that values him, now you're seeing what he can be, man. So shout out to Miami and their system, right? I guess the one thing, you got Jimmy Butler out there who's the dog of all dogs, right? That it is the foundation of it now. And so you got to be excited if you're a Heat fan, because it's been dark days for, since LeBron left, let's be honest, right? I guess my one concern with the Heat is, given the style and culture of balls to the wall, 100% energy, grit and grind type of mentality, is health, right? What will this roster look like, say, February? How many of these dudes will still be lacing them up? But if they can maintain health, the depth, everybody, Bam Adebayo's coming to his own. they also have quite a few intriguing pieces to make a move if something comes up, man. So Miami, it's not are they a playoff team? It's are they a contender in the East? Let's be real here. At least that's what I see early on.
I've been winning so long, it's like alchemy.